What is up, YouTube? Easy Day Breeze back again with another reaction video. This time we're doing episode 6 of season 1 of Downton Abbey. So there's one more episode after this one. And as things stand right now, the copyright claim situation with the Downton Abbey doesn't seem to be getting better, so I'm probably not gonna be doing seasons after this one, so probably gonna be moving on to something else. Yeah, I really did want to get to like season 3, Downton Abbey, because that's like one of my favorite seasons, and that's where I wish I would have stopped watching. I mean, if you watch Downton Abbey, you know what happens at the end of season 3. But yeah, I probably gonna move on to something else. Might even do some animes like Cowboy Bebop, which I know a lot of films and television take inspiration from. So yeah, so enough talking and let's get to the reaction of episode 6.
Sybil, I think it's time for Branson to take you home.
Not yet.
I think so. I applaud your spirit in coming and I will applaud your discretion when you leave.
But you agree with everything he says?
I do, my dear, but I also know if anything happens to you, Branson will lose his place.
Better safe than sorry, milady.
Mrs. Patmore is very cruel to that poor girl.
Mrs. Patmore is frightened.
Is she right to be?
Oh, Dr. Clarkson has confirmed she has cataracts.
What can be done about it?
There are treatments, but even the
Some
best are
weed.
uncertain. She doesn't want to risk losing what sight she still has.
I don't blame her. But it can't go on forever. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Clumsy clodhopper.
Sorry.
You will be sorry when I'm finished. You look at this.
Leave him alone.
Anna, Lady Sybil's back from Ripon. She's gone up to her room.
Thank you.
Why does she waste her precious time on politics?
Here.
Now, don't you believe in rights for women, Thomas?
What's it to you?
Well, I know you don't believe in rights of property. I think some people might find that interesting.
Who's going to tell them? You?
it is getting tense with their situation. They're like really going at it now.
Are you all right?
I heard it was quite lively.
Oh, I dare say the towners will make the usual stink when the Tory candidates return.
I'm not sure. I heard the Liberal was given a hard time today. Mr. Branson said it was getting out of hand when they left.
Typical Branson to be there. I hope he squared it with Carson. Who went with him?
Not sure anyone went with him, my lord.
You just said they. Who was with him?
I'd rather not say.
Oh,
Bates? Who was
I
with
don't
him?
think he knows Sybil went.
Lady Sybil.
Oi, oi, oi.
I gather you went to hear the Liberal candidate today.
There were several speakers, actually. He was the last.
Did you speak well?
I thought so.
There was quite a brouhaha.
Brouhaha.
These things can be like.
I do. Which is why I am astonished you should not feel it necessary to ask my permission to attend.
Oh wow.
I assume this was Branson's scheme.
No.
I confess I was amused at the idea of an Irish radical for a chauffeur, but I see now I've been naive.
Her ladyship's not best pleased at being told off in public. William said she was locking daggers.
I'm sorry I started all this.
Oh, it's not your fault. Anyway, you ought to be glad he's got a daughter who cares.
The ladyship's ready to leave.
Ring the car rooms.
You pleased with yourself?
Silly chum.
He's nervous. He thinks I'm planning to tell Mr. Carson about the wine.
Well, he shouldn't have stolen it then, should he?
But I don't want anyone to lose their job because of me.
Even Thomas. Even after what they tried to do to you.
Even then.
Oh my lord, Bates.
Your ladyship.
They would have been out of there if it was
Of
me.
course.
The point is, he has dealings with the Turkish ambassador. It seems His Excellency has made him privy to a scurrilous story concerning Lady Mary and the late
Oh, Edith.
Mr. Pamuk.
May I read this letter?
Edith sent that letter at the end of episode 5.
Is there anything you want me to do about it?
No, thank you. I'm sorry. The only sure way to get rid of a servant is to have him or her suspected of stealing.
And don't forget, we've tried that and it didn't work.
But last time we invented a theft. What we need to do is to make him a suspect when something's really been stolen.
How do we know anything's been stolen?
Because you stole it, you noodle.
Oh, you mean the wine?
Yeah, the wine.
The wine.
That's the whole point. Bates knows I took it. He was threatening to tell Mr. Carson.
Well, he can't, can he? Not if we get him first.
I don't get why they want him gone so bad.
Take me the cellar key.
Not exactly, but...
Anna said you wanted me. Lucas paid us a visit. Sir Anthony! How nice. We all thought we'd driven you away with that horrible salty pudding.
No, indeed. But I have been away.
He's been in Austria and Germany. How interesting.
Interesting and worrying.
Sir Anthony's here to show you his new car.
Oh.
I've rather taken to driving myself, and I have to keep finding destinations to justify it.
What kind of car is it?
It's an open Rolls-Royce, and I wondered if you might like a spin in it.
Oh, how kind. But alas, not today. I've had Diamond saddled, and he's waiting for me.
Go with Edith.
I don't suppose you'd take me.
Of course. I should be delighted.
I'm not gonna lie, he seems kind of disappointed in that.
What is
Edith's
it that I'm
attractive. I don't treating her like she's ugly. She's attractive.
But there has been a suggestion that you were handling the cellar key, and before I take it any further, I want to find if there's a simple explanation.
Because some wine is missing.
How do you know that?
He seems guilty now.
Well,
you should have told on him when you had the chance, Bates. Jesus Christ.
So, Mr. Bates is taking wine. Why would this be? To drink it?
It's not to clean his boots.
Thank you, Thomas. Daisy, Thomas says you have something to add to this.
Well,
You're not in any trouble or any danger of trouble.
You remember what you saw?
I may have seen him coming out of the cellar.
May. Did you or didn't you?
It's very hard for the girl, Mr. Carson. You're frightening her.
I'm sorry. Thank you. You may go.
They really framed the homeboy.
Can Branson drive me into Ripon on Friday evening?
I don't think so, no. Not after the last time.
Oh, please. There's a meeting of my Borstal charity. I've missed 2, and I simply must be there.
You'd have to take Mary or Edith with you.
That was Matthew.
So, what's new at the big house?
Sybil, mainly. She's discovered politics, which of course makes Papa see red.
I admire Sybil's passion, though.
Of course. But then I like a good argument. Papa does not.
If you really like an argument,
Yes?
we should see more of each other.
Oh, so smooth.
I thought you must be out here.
And you'll be right.
I know you're upset.
Yes, I'm upset. I've been working here 2 years. And yet Mr. Carson has no difficulty believing the worst of me.
I think he has a great deal of difficulty, which is why he hasn't told his lordship yet. Can't you just explain about Thomas?
No. It would sound like a false accusation.
You can't take it lying down.
He should
Because
have
you're not
been
guilty of any wrong.
told Carson
And
about
before it's over, I'm
Thomas.
going to tell the world.
See, that's what I don't like. Like, all this honor, like, you getting yourself in trouble. You let people, like, set you up and do stuff like that.
Sorry, I'm a bit late tonight.
And did he say 2 years?
Fair enough.
Jesus Christ, time flies.
The meeting's in one of these buildings here.
This is the meeting. We're here for the counting of the votes.
I don't understand it. I thought that...
Don't be silly, Branson.
He didn't think I missed my very first by-election.
I don't think his lordship would approve.
Let me worry about him.
See, the thing is, I've got 2 tickets for a concert in York next Friday.
How nice. Although, I can't...
No, I was hoping that Lady Edith might like to accompany me.
Oh.
But I'd love to.
Mary.
What sort of concert it is?
Look, I'm on your side. Don't cause any trouble. You have to believe me.
What's your problem then, Mr. Lardy-Jar?
My problem is you.
All right.
Oh. Oh. Sybil.
Oh, no. Oh, please, God, no.
This way.
My God. Oh, my God.
I don't know what to do. So I had Ransom bring her here.
Quite right. Mamma would have fainted if she'd seen her like this. As for Papa...
This will sting a bit. Did it stop bleeding?
Mr. Carson, have you got a minute?
What is it, Daisy? Mr. Carson's a very busy man.
I know he is, but I think he'll want to hear this. I told you something that wasn't true.
Why would you do that?
I did it as a favour for a friend, but I know now he was wrong to ask it of me.
Oh, that's good for you, Daisy. Like, Thomas, he's been not the best person. You shouldn't even like him, for real.
She's not badly hurt, is she?
I don't think so, no.
Thank God.
Better be prepared. I'm afraid Lord Grantham will hit the roof.
I never would have taken her there. I may be a socialist, but I'm not a lunatic.
I'm not sure Papa knows the difference.
That kind of thing.
How dare you? How dare you disobey me in this way?
Robert, I'm sure...
Are you so knowledgeable about the great world?
Pa, I'm sorry I disobeyed you. But I'm interested. I'm political. I have opinions.
Of course I blame Branson.
I don't think that's fair.
We had none of this. None of it! Until he set foot in our house. I suppose I should give thanks he hasn't burnt the place down over our heads.
Branson didn't know anything about it until we arrived there.
He leaves tonight.
If you punish Branson, I'll never speak to you again. Never.
I don't believe this is Branson's fault, truly, Papa.
Blame me.
I do blame you!
Robert, can we do this in the morning? Sybil needs rest.
But if I find tomorrow that Branson is missing, I'll run away, I warn you.
Oh, and where would you go?
Well, I can't think now. But I will go. You'll be sorry.
How is she?
She'll be perfectly fine.
I gather you're the shining knight in all this.
Not really. Glad I was there.
So am I, by heaven. If it had been left to that bloody fool, Branson. You should see what he reads. It's all Marx and Ruskin and John Stuart Mill, I ask.
Papa prefers the servants to read the Bible and letters from home.
There are sandwiches for Mr. Crawley in the dining room, Lady Mary.
Thank you, Mrs. Hughes. We couldn't let you starve.
You really didn't have to.
Mary, you look after Matthew. I'll go up and revive your mother.
What do you say to that, Mr. Bates?
I know this to be untrue because I have no need of it. Since I arrived at Downton, you have never seen me drink one drop of alcohol.
Let us say then that Miss O'Brien was mistaken.
Mistaken my eye.
And Daisy, we all know the value of your contribution.
Yes, Mr. Carson.
But I must ask one thing, Mr. Bates. How did you know the wine had been taken?
I'm afraid I cannot answer that.
We can drink to Sybil's safe return.
Bates, you trying to get yourself fired.
Yeah.
You're not very fastidious about doing things properly, are you?
Are you?
Romantic.
Less than you. You were very brave. She told me you knocked a man down.
I hope I did my duty.
Are you a creature of duty?
Entirely.
When you laugh with me or flirt with me, is that a duty? Are you conforming to the fitness of things? Doing what's expected?
Don't play with me. I don't deserve it. Not from you.
You must be careful not to break Sybil's heart. I think she has a crush on you.
That's something no one could accuse you of.
I don't know.
I assume you speak in a spirit of mockery.
You should have more faith.
Shall I remind you of some of the choicest remarks you made about me when I arrived here? Because they live in my memory, as fresh as the day they were spoken.
Oh, Matthew, what am I always telling you? You must pay no attention to the things I say.
Yes! Finally! Jesus Christ. Ah.
Mr. Bates,
Are they about to kiss too?
will you really leave?
Of course. It's about to be the kiss episode.
gone.
Everybody kissing.
Yes?
Thank the Lord he was there. I hope you thanked Matthew properly.
Oh, yes, she
I got
did.
them to make him some sandwiches.
It's not quite what I meant.
And he asked me to marry him.
Heavens, what did they put in them?
I'm serious. He proposed to me.
Oh, my dear. Have you given him an answer?
Only that I'd think about it.
Well,
Oh, you know you want to say yes.
that's an advance on what it would have been a year ago. Do you want to marry him?
I know you want me to marry him.
What we want doesn't matter.
Girl, you know you want to marry him. What?
At least it's not all that matters. Do you love Matthew?
Yes. I think perhaps I do. I think I may have loved him for much longer than I knew.
Oh, my darling. Let's not pretend this isn't the answer to every one of our prayers.
I'd have to tell him.
Oh. Is it absolutely necessary?
If I didn't, I'd feel as if I'd caught him with a lie.
You're quite right. When something bad happens, there's no point in wishing it had not happened. The only option is to minimize the damage.
Or try to. But if the flinches have got hold of
I've written to Susan. I said it was a story made up by Mr. Pamuk's enemies to discredit him. Even if she doesn't believe me, she won't tell in case it reflects badly on her. The ambassador is dangerous. But then, how many people really go to the Turkish embassy?
It only takes one.
Well, I mean, it just can't be helped. We can't have him assassinated, I suppose.
Robert still doesn't suspect.
Oh, I should hope not. No, our only way forward is to get Mary settled as soon as possible.
I have news on that score. Matthew has proposed.
My. Has she said yes?
She hasn't said anything yet, except that she's going to have to tell him about Pamuk.
For heaven's sake, why?
She thinks to keep it secret would be dishonorable.
She reads too many novels. I mean, one way or another, everyone goes down the aisle with half the story hidden. The question is, will she accept Matthew?
I'm not sure.
Well, if she doesn't, we'll just have to take her abroad. In these moments, you can normally find an Italian who isn't too picky. We'll give her till the start of the grouse.
Very well. If she turns Matthew down, we'll take her to Rome in the autumn.
It's official.
Thank you for not turning against her. I know that you have rules, and when people break them, you find it hard to forgive. I understand that, and I respect it.
In this case, Mary has the trump card.
What?
Mary is family.